Okay, so we are ready to go. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. My name is Mark Nicolas. I am one of the founder on the Power Indicators. We want to help you master the tools. We are excited also to announce that we have a new tool coming soon. You can see it already. The new box here, it's going to be wonderful for everybody. See on the replay here. If I go here, you use the replay function, you go at the bottom here, and you see that we had a 64% chance of a long here, right? And then you play. So you look at the replay, you say, okay, at the top here, where was I? And at 86% chance of success for a long. But for everybody, you do the play button for the ES futures. You put a buy here to see how this would behave, see how much money we would make, and we play. And boom, that's the beauty of the replay function, with TradingView. And you see it goes from one side at the bottom of the purple to the top of one side at the blue and the institutional resistance for $26,000 a contract. I repeat, $26,000 a contract, right? So it is very powerful that you master the tools. We are excited to have those second set of tools that are going to be released and incorporated into your existing suite. Everybody can try the tools. So main components of the tools, obviously, net buyer, net seller, pressure here, institutional short-term day trading, net buyers, major, minor, gives us a change of trend, which is neutral up or down. Long-term, net pressure, buyers from institutional side, major retail volume, minor retail volume, that gives us the fuel. Then we add the probabilities, right? We started the probabilities here at 86%, and we took the long here on this replay. At the bottom also of the new tools, which are divisions of third, which gives you essentially another layer of an extra 66%. So you have the 86% here, plus over 66% here. You have a double layer visually of entry, and boom, the rest is history. That was $26,000 per contract. As a matter of fact, if I keep on playing, it keeps on going up. Look. Okay, boom. So this is really the cool things with Thinkorswim with TradingView is that you can do some replays. So especially if you do long-term investing, same principle here, Nvidia, right? Which has been a very hot stock. You see it here. This is the downtrend. This year, we break the downtrend. We look here, you can do a replay, same idea. You reposition the bar here. What was the bar here? And look what we have. 76% chance of a buy, right? Retest of the edges here, which is the edges of the calculator here. All those edges, work as support and resistance here. So we have 10 divisions. That's what we have patent pending in the world. It's take ranges divided by divisions with our intellectual properties on how to create those support resistance and those volume net seller and net buyer. So here you have the down pressure on Nvidia, right? Short-term and long-term, but you had a higher low with a 76% retest. You came from oversold here, they went up to the overbought, pull back here to the edge, right? And this is a higher low. It's a cross retest. So let's say you do buy Nvidia here, you play the Nvidia, and boom. And now you're at the top of the box, top of the edges, right? And now look what happened. The long-term pressures has changed. The short-term pressures have changed. Everything is up. Blue cloud here. Everything tells you to buy Nvidia on pullback. Continues, and it keeps on punching and punching towards the top of what? The long-term calculators. So those provide you fantastic tools, everybody. You know, it's a fantastic layer visually and success without your usual BS promises from others to do very, very solid swing trading trades and long-term investing. You know, here are the edges, here are the edges, and you look at the edges, those are institutional zones. So those are kind of the key levels. You know, edges here, institutional level here, edges of the 100% here. Those are really your main tools. And then you want to see a shift of momentum happening in the net buyers, net seller volume from institutional major and minor trend. And it's extremely powerful, as you've seen here. That would have given you 140 points replay on Nvidia. Okay, you start again from the bottom here. You have an 89% chance of success, right? Let's redo the case study on Nvidia. 89% chance of the long-term calculator. You are right on the institutional zones. Now you buy the thing here. You start a position, see if it behaves okay. You do the replay. Now it starts going, right? Change of cloud. Also, look what's happening now. The net buyers are coming because everything changes from a net seller, net pressure on volume from the institution, the major and the minor volume. It's changing. There's a shift here that is happening for the swing trader and the long-term traders. Retest one more time, and boom, it's the end. Break the trend line, and look, goes all the way to what? To the top of the calculator here. The long-term calculator for the long-term investing, and also for people who are patient enough to do their swing trading properly, right? And boom, and then you go here. It's 176 points profit from a 105 entry. It's over a double, you know. So this is the type of synergies that you will want to hear. So let's look at a day trading. Who is a day trader in the room? Remember the way as I have been trading I started trading when I was 21 years old, and I'm 51, actually going 52 too soon. So it's going to be 30 years plus. And at this point of my life, 90% of my assets are long-term swing trading and long-term. I have real estate as well. I own companies, right? I do companies, acquisitions with creative financing, real estate, and I do mainly long-term and swing trading. Then I use about 7% of my assets for day trading, right? And 3% of my assets for cryptos. So I am in a very good spot, because if I blow up my day trading account, I still have 93% of my asset in long-term to swing trading stuff that are compounding every year. I'm looking on cash returns of 20%. Why 20%? Because Warren Buffett, one of the best investors of all time for the past 40 years, have averaged 20%. 20% is really the benchmark that will change your life. If you can consistently year after year do 20% or more in your investments, your swing trading, you will achieve a lot of wealth, everybody. You know, you can take a compound calculator over a period of 17 years, a 20-25% rate of return. If you go here, and don't forget, we are on the Discord group every day to give you twice a week, 3 times a week, some free analysis for everybody, and also the VIP. You go here, and you take a compounding calculator, all you need is be obsessed, right, by that 20% return. Look, if I have $15,000 to invest and I made no additions and I have 17 years to grow this thing, and it's going, let's say, 22%, 2% above Warren Buffett, look, at 400,000. Now, look, I had 2 years, 19 years, boom, 600. So 20 years with $15,000 starting capital, you can have $1 million within 20, 21 years old, 22, let's say, 2 years. So it is imperative that that 22% plus return is important. So no matter what I do in life, guys, at this point, even though I started trading when I was 21, whether I look at real estate deals, I invest in companies, or I invest in the markets, I always structure my trades so that I will have a 20% net return. That's it. This is my benchmark for everything that I do. So when I look at the chart and you look here, you go back to the charts from our tools, and I'll show you exactly how it applies, right? And you go here, well, you say, Mark, how do you apply that with the tools? I mean, in investing wise, well, it's easy. If I am here, right, and let's take a yellow, and it'll be all white, yellow, white is fine. So let's go back to Nvidia. This is Nvidia. If Nvidia comes here where I have over a 100% chance of success, or I have a high probability of success, everybody, remember at the bottom here, we had roughly 76% chance of success. It's not even the bottom, no. The bottom is here on the institutional zone, on the replay. And you have the institutional zone. So look at all the stuff, all the convergence. Institutional zone, 90% chance of success. Bottom of the new third calculator that we are going to release for everybody. I have, this tool tells me it's a very strong buy. These tools, the institutional zones are the last tool, tells me very strong buy. This tool tells me very strong buy, right? So what does that do? So I'm here, let's say I look here as a stop loss. I'm okay. I'm entering 113, my stop loss is kind of 84. Or 84 to 113. Look, my upside potential is right there. It's 380. Right? 380. Which is, I'm risking 16 plus 13, 29 points, right? To make 270 points. So I have a 10-to-1 risk ratio almost here. When I look at this current price to the bottom distance, to the current price to the top of this calculator, or this calculator, I have a 5 to 10-to-1 risk ratio. For long-term investment, not gambling, not day trading, but structuring trades that are smart for success, right? And then you saw, this is exactly what happened. You play, boom, by here, do it the last time, and then we'll look at day trading stuff. And we'll look at today's action. Going towards the long-term calculator top. See, boom, coming, and it adjusts, and it's becoming a fantastic trade. So this is for long-term and for swing trading. Now, for day trading, if we look at today, this is my screen I had with the guys this morning. I'll remove this one, we have a new one. We're going to put version 5. And look here. So let's look here. This morning, we're going together looking at this morning the ES, right? And you are going to see this morning at about 9 a.m., right? that was yesterday morning, today. Yeah, the 1 hour chart right there. So let's pull a 15-minute chart. So let's see it better. So here is this morning. Okay. Look what's happening this morning. I have a 62% chance of a long coming where everybody comes, they short. We go from edge to edge on the calculator, 60% chance long, right? And if I look also at the SPX right there on the left, look at the SPX this morning. Look at this morning, fantastic SPX. I can take the same, and they do a replay here, and look the replay here on this one. Well, let's do the replay on this one, then the ES first. Look, so I'm here, and I'm going to slow down the replay, and okay. So you come this morning, it goes down, and look after that. Look after that. So look what it's doing. It's going from one edge of the calculator to the other edge of the calculator. Can everybody see that? Give me a quick yes, no. So also look, you got to observe the change here of net buyer, net seller. Even better, if we take the SPX, same idea this morning, which I was telling you, look this morning, perfect. This morning, we touched the edges of the 100% at 4170 area on the SPX this morning. So June 1st at 9:30, look, 9:30:10 on the 15-minute bar. We are literally 53%. It dips a little bit, and then it's game over. It dips at 70 to the edge. Look, so it went to the edge. I stopped it there. It went at 9:45 to the edge of the calculator, edge of the institutional zone. Now, look what's going on. You have confirmation of trend with net buyers coming everywhere. It's resuming the long term. The long-term trend was up. So it's realigning with the short term is realigning with the long term. Now you are in at 41, let's say you're even late, 41.80, 41.90, and then the rest is history. Let's say you even buy there, and boom, come in, boom, 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 and it goes to what? It's going to the other side of the calculator, of both calculators. Pretty cool, everybody, yes or no? You know? This is very, 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 very important, everybody, because those gives you case studies after case studies after case study that are very powerful. We don't promise anything. The tools are obvious. You try them for 14 days, you have an extra 30 days money back guarantee. They are obvious. If you are smart, they are going to be obvious to you. We have been testing those tools for over 10 years. We have refined them with patent pending worldwide, everyone. We have copyrights on the tools, right? We have spent millions of dollars every year testing those tools with real money. I am a trader, I'm not a coder. You know, my coder, our programmer is fantastic, is an ex-Apple developer, is extremely good with design. So I give the requirements of the stuff that have been helpful to me over the years with blood, tears, and successes, you know, refining the processes, refining the stuff. And magically, our programmer Dan is able to make them show up, you know, with the design and the ideas that together we put together and make them very efficient, you know. The problem in trading, guys, is not going to be the tools. Those tools are very powerful. Even though I cannot promise you anything, it's obvious if you try them. But I'm going to tell you the problem in trading is this. and I've done it for a long time. Even if I put the best trading tools in the world, we cannot promise you our results is our results, or our mastery trader's results is the mastery trader. It's not an indication of your results. Why? Because even though the power indicator solve the questions where to trade and where not to trade, where you have a high probability of success, where you have a high probability and powerful support and resistance from the institutional and the major standpoints, right? And high probability of success. The problem in trading is not so much the tools. The problem is going to be this. Do you monitor daily your matrix? How many trades you do for a day? How many winning trades you have? How many losing trades you have? What's your win-loss ratio? What's your average win trade versus your average loss trades? Do you structure trades that have 2-to-1 or 3-to-1 or 5-to-1 risk to reward ratios, right? That's also that, there's a psychology, in trading, you got to be careful, because if you over trade and you push, especially in day trading, and you lose 50% of your account, it takes you 100% rate of return. If you start at 10K, lose 5K, now you are at 5K capital, right? To go back where you started here, you need a 100% rate of return. So you absolutely cannot blow up more than 25% of your account in any given week, given month, so that you always have a chance to come back. So that's risk management. Also size, because size here, this is a research that I've made on size to explain it to my students and my traders over the years, 30 years now that I'm doing this, right? That if you have big size, your drawdown psychologically is going to screw you, because look at the angle of stress that you have with huge sizes. But when you start with small sizes and they make you lose money, you lose a little bit. But then, like this morning, boom, we get the signal, the position becomes green, break even. Now you add to your winning positions and you become a huge winner and you win at this business, right? Because if you are not structuring trades that have a minimum of 2-to-1 ratio, look, you will be a break-even trader. See, it's easy, it's mathematics. That's a 2-to-1 risk ratio, you barely break even with commission, slightly positive. So when you look at the tools, you have to make sure that the distance from where you are to the support, to the distance, to the resistance of the calculator, I repeat, is going to make you win, right? It's all about the tools, you're structuring, and be patient. Put a little size here, the distance from here to here is, let's say, 20 points. And let's say the distance from here to the top is 200 points. So now you structure a 10-to-1 ratio type of trade. And it is very important that you structure them like that if you want to be successful with our tools, And no matter what, if you are a trader or a day trader that is not consistent, then stop day trading and focus all your time in acquiring and increasing your asset at the 20% cash-on-cash return by being a good swing trader and a good long-term investor. And if you do that, I'm telling you, if you go slow and steady, you'll do extremely well. And then it's all about economical cycles, right? If you have an economical cycle, we have also a funding mastery where we help companies and businesses and people leverage and fund 0% financing for their venture, their internet business, their real estate acquisitions and stuff. But this is a cycle of 7 years. So here there's euphoria in the cycle. Here there's fear. And we have not reached yet the despair point. But between fear and despair, the stock market is great on the downside. But after that, when the market stabilizes here and rebound, within 2 years to that, real estate and real assets become great. So what I do is I make money from the market here. And let's say for every $1,000 profit that I make in the market, I know that with an SBA loan, eventually I can get 10K of a loan to buy some commercial real estate property. And so it's all about accumulating asset that provides you income, asset, income, asset, income. Obviously, the stock market is easier than real estate. There's no toilet eviction and headaches. There's no lawsuits. You do it from your house. You have more control. But it's, if you want to be wealthy, it's a mix of all of this with asset protections and tax efficiency. Okay? So if you are smart, dive into the tools. You know, you have nothing to lose, everything to gain. It's 30-day risk-free. Take the yearly license. It's your cheapest bet, $63 per year. Give it a year, and I'm telling you, the only thing that I know for a fact is you will never go back to any other tools, because those tools have been proven with real money over the years. I love you all. If you have questions, don't forget the resources. We have the resources on the Discord group, so you can come on our Discord group here, right? We have the people on the Discord group. We have another group on Skoll where we are putting everybody. In addition to that, you have the YouTube video. I highly recommend you stick with the YouTube video. You go on YouTube and you look for power indicators, right? And look at all the case study, watch all the videos, you know. If you don't want that, there's a little class that we have for $37 that gives you like a shortcut of the most important stuff to learn. We have also the Get Started guide in our resources. So you go here, videos, watch all the videos, watch the shorts. You know, you don't have, you are ADD, so watch the shorts here. And go to the website, you know, discover the website, the resources on the website. If you're a visual person, you can refer to the Get Started guide under resources here, documentation, get started. And it tells you everything, how to start with TradingView if you've never been with TradingView. And then the indicator themselves, you click, and every indicator is detailed with our new upcoming indicator and documentation that you will get. Yeah. And this gives you a really strong map from where you are to where you want to be, you know, in your trading, long-term investing, and swing trading. You know, it gives you, it helps you put in very strong probability on your side and be patient. If you know you have 90% chance of success, if you know you have a 20% downside with a 200-point upside, you will be patient. It will force you to be patient, you know, in your long-term investing and swing trading, and therefore make less emotional decisions and better trades going forward. Okay, so hopefully this event is helpful. Everybody, let me know if it's helpful. Also, don't forget, we will try to do those events once or twice a month, but this is very important. You know, I think we've gone through some important concept, edges of the calculator, institutional zones, the red ones are the most important, right? And the power trend box. Then after that, you can customize everything. You can go to the power indicators, let's say gear. You can add more zones if you want, major zone here, but they are not as strong. The major zones, especially for long-term investing and swing trading, they are not as strong as for day trading. So I use them, see, you go here, I use them usually only for day trading, right? But not for position trade or swing trading, right? You can customize if you don't want to see the cloud. You can go there, remove that. You can remove the cloud, and you can completely customize every element, every component of every tool to clarify or help you see everything better if you don't like the cloud, the trend cloud. Okay, I love you all. Hopefully that was helpful. Don't forget, if you have any questions, we're happy. There's veteran traders, people who have been with us for over 10 years. We used to have Pro Tools, our prior versions on Ninja and e-signals. Those are completely new, copyrighted, patent pending tools. You can ask any questions on the Q&A support on Discord. There's always someone to help you. If it's not our staff, it is the veteran people who have veteran trader status who have been with us for many, many years. They are good traders and they are very good at what they do. Okay. If you have any questions, post your questions there. Let me show you on the Discord group. It looks like that. You go on the Discord group, you go here and you go to FAQ support. And there's always someone to help you, answering questions up there. Okay. Hopefully that was helpful, guys. And we'll see you on the next event. And in the meanwhile, stay tuned in our YouTube channel. That's the most important, and Discord group. And also, we will send you an email at one point if you're interested in our wealth community about real estate, funding, internet businesses, buying and selling on creative financing, and other stuff that we do with the money that we make in the stock market. You cannot be a one-trick pony if you want true wealth with asset protection and tax efficiency. Okay? Take care, everybody. Stay safe, and hopefully that was helpful. Take care.